awesome. And now with like Keeb Life coming up next, I don't even know. Like Keeb Life is going to be like everything that just happened plus plus, because like so many of the folks that I hang out with on the daily, like let's say like, you know, like I'll get to meet Insty. Like I've been talking to Insty for 2 years, you know. Angel will be there, like Tim will be there, Teja should be there, you know, like, and Ndeke will be there. Oh my gosh. And Ndeke, when I was streaming with Alex, all I saw was like, and Ndeke was like active in that chat, right? Like, okay. Plus, I streamed with Alex Odos on his stream. What is even happening? Like, wild. It's just wild. Wild. It was seeing more and more. Oh my gosh, Asley, it is crazy. Liam, being in that room, like you see it from the other side, you know? And then I was like sitting there and I'm like, the whole time I'm like, this is actually happening. Like I can't even understand it. Like I'm looking around the room and it's like all the stuff and like the camera and like you see the setup and I'm like, I barely understand how I'm here, you know? Freaking crazy. The projector, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. And then we were supposed to get up and go. Oh my god, Wantagon was there. Dude, Wantagon was there. Melanie was there. Oh my gosh. I met Melanie and didn't even know it was Melanie. And then the next day we're talking like somewhere, like I can't remember which Discord. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Melanie, you were there? And she's like, yeah, dipshit. Yeah, I was there. I'm like, which one? And then like she said, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm like, I was on overload. Like it was so cool. Like it was so cool. It was like just a crazy experience to get to meet everybody else. Like I was just freaking thrilled, you know? Like it was just completely bananas. It was just completely bananas. I don't even know. Hello, Knockin' Futs. Hello? How are you? You're good. Celeb table was crazy hectic, right? I need people to put their Twitch and come. So Ndeke, and they did that. Yo, arigato, what's up, man? Did I take pics? I did take pics. They're just on my phone. And for me, it was just like me with other people, like me and Chomchi. I met Chomchi, me and Chomchi. Me and like, you know, every single person where my phone was almost dead. I didn't bring a charger with me on the plane. And I kept trying to go around to figure out where the heck I could plug it in. And none of the freaking plugs were working. So it wasn't until like the latter half, show the one selfie. Yeah, Melanie, there you go. Melanie, I did meet you. I'm like, wait a minute, I know you. And I rewatched, I think, Lydia's stream. And I'm like, oh, that's Melanie? I met Melanie. I know. I got it now. I'm on it now. Oh, man. I'm still just like, my family was like, so how is Toronto? I'm like, let me tell you all about Toronto. They're like, okay, actually, we're sorry we asked. Never mind. It's all good. Don't worry about it. We're done hearing about Toronto now. Oh man. I am just looking so forward to Keeb Life. I'm looking so forward to Keeb Life and just meeting that many more people. Like, you know how when you go on a trip, they expected the teenage. Yeah, exactly. So loved everything about it. It was so good. It was so fun. You know when you go on a trip though, and let's say you're going on a trip for a week, no, 2 weeks. Let's say 2 weeks, and you're there for the first week, and then suddenly it's Sunday, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is half over. I've only got half of the trip left. You know, like there's that like turning point of like we're on the going home part now. You know what I mean? Is that just me? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I that's the part that, okay, so Angry, you know what I'm talking about, right? For me, that happened at like 4 p.m. of the, like we're in the meet and I'm like, oh my God, this is ending right away. This is it. Like, you know, cause the meet was going to wrap up. We were going to go for Korean barbecue, which I'd never had before. That was awesome. And I'm sure there's all the memes already about Geo stealing the ribeye, but I'm like, I'm hungry, so get the ribeye over here. But Gio stole the ribeye? Wow. Wow. Gio, you stole that ribeye? What? I was really hungry. It was sitting there for like 20 minutes. Then we were done like 2 full rounds, and I'm like, are you not having that ribeye? Because like it's been sitting there. Pass that ribeye over here. Like, I'm like, we already had like rounds and rounds and rounds. No, Insty, because we had other food still coming and it's still sitting there. And I'm like, if you don't want that, I'm hungry like 10 minutes ago. So bring it over here, you know? Let's go. We can get more. I just need that one right now, you know? Need that protein, right? Hey, Calvin. Calvin. You heard it was Elquan's and Knox's? Listen, if Elquan and Knox wanted that ribeye, they should have been cooking that ribeye. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should have been cooking that ribeye. Anyway, and so it was like 4 p.m. and I'm like, how am I going to like reconcile the fact that every minute from now forward is a minute closer to leaving, you know? And then it was like evening time, and then Alex is like, should we stream? You know, should we stream? Whatever. Like in Alex's kitchen, you know, he's like, he made coffee. I'm like, okay, this is a lot. This is happening. You know, we're having coffee together. It was so good. It was so good. Alex makes a good cup of coffee, I'll tell you. And he's like, should we stream? Let's go stream. Let's just do it. Let's just turn the camera on. Let's just do it. And then I'm streaming and I'm like, oh my God, this like, how do you, like this moment is like disappearing as it's happening. I'm like, don't stop. Don't wake up, you know? But I'm like, don't worry. We'll still go for breakfast tomorrow. I'll get to see everyone tomorrow. And so whatever, we go to bed. It was like 1:30 in the morning. So we turned the stream off at like whatever, like midnight. And then we were up. We were just chatting. We were just chatting about like the hobby and like just whatever things are coming out, cool stuff, whatever. It was so wild. And then we went to bed. And I woke up the next morning at like 6 o'clock, like way early in the morning, 5 something, 6 o'clock. But so I wanted to go for breakfast, but I think Alex and I just missed each other in like he woke up and then went back to bed, and then I woke up after and stayed awake, and I couldn't leave his apartment. Elquan, they still said okay. see. Knox number, we were saving for Icy's table. Little we know they were getting all the extra food. Knox number, we were saving it for Icy's table, but little they were getting all the extra food. I don't know about that. And he deleted the VOD. Well, he deleted the VOD because there was some like, you know, like we had Angel and Tim on there, right? So it's like you can only have so much of that on the cam, you know. Zezio, hello, sir. How was your stream today, man? But then we got up in the morning. Yeah, Angel was being like, you know what you sign up for, right? You know what when you bring an Angel on stream, you know, it's like, you got to understand it's no holds barred, right? So we got up in the morning, we missed breakfast. It was already too late. I'm like, I got to get to the airport, so whatever. And then we just basically, Alex and I just like hung out all morning. We just chatted, like had coffee, had some breakfast, sat, talked for like 2.5 hours. And then whatever, you know, then I was like, all right, man, well, we got to go. And I'm really sorry I missed breakfast because I wanted to say bye to everybody. Like Elquan went and Kim and, you know, like everyone was there. And yeah, I definitely missed out. But at the same time, it was kind of a neat alternative experience. You know, it was pretty cool. And we didn't talk about keyboards. Then we just talked about life and, you know, real things and whatever. It was super fun. It was really fun. But then, yeah, it was kind of over a little too quickly. So it'll be really slick in LA because, oh my God, Knox, dude, what is up, dude? Perma smiles on everyone for a whole weekend. Look, cutest, was I not like, I was like a goof. Like I was just sitting there like grinning the entire weekend. Like it was so cool meeting everybody. It was so cool. You know what's pretty funny though? I will say this. Lydia on camera is like 11 and like Lydia IRL is like 3, maybe 4 max, like maybe 4 if she's really hyper, you know. Because like very different, I would say. Real and true, right? Come on, her energy is crazy on camera. On camera, yes. Unless at karaoke. Okay. That's probably what it is. And then it's crazy too because, yeah, like, so Arigato, you're right. Like, she turns on the stream and it's like, okay, Lydia, Nai comes out. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde thing, right? There you go. Tell us why this is GK. Hang on, what is this? Hang on, let me see. Which one is this? Man, that was a good photo. There was this photo, and then Alex actually took a really good photo. I usually don't like photos of me. Yes, Calvin, I know what zooted means. 1 second. There was a good photo of me, which I normally don't. I'm not like, oh yeah, that was a good photo of me, whatever. I didn't know they gave swag. Celindo. Dude, that's when I went to Boston and I missed Mode. I was at Celindo, right? I don't think I saw. Oh my God, dude, Alex. Oh, this man. Anyway, so right before I leave Alex's place, I'm like, so gracious. Alex was a fantastic host. Like I said, Alex, I already told the story of, like I said, we just had coffee all morning and chat. I was like, oh my God, I love this man. And and I'm leaving and I'm like, oh, this was so cool, you know, blah, blah, whatever. And then I'm like, I just have to say, it's a little surreal to be meeting you. Like, you know, like I said, we kept it chill all weekend, but I will say this was still very cool for me, you know, as this guy who watched you for like 3 years, you know, whatever. I'm like, that was the only thing I said, but I was like, I just have to say it. I'm just gonna say one thing. Anyways, it was very funny. It was very funny. Jeanette thought I was a bit of a geek about it, but she was also correct. So great coffee was great. Coffee was great. And I said, Alex, I said too, like, we missed breakfast and I was kind of sad about it, but it was so great to just sit and just chat. Like, it was like, that was so great. I loved it. I will show you this though. There was this one missed Oh my gosh. LPC, thank you so much for the gifty to our man, Mr. Toes. Let me just see here. I want to get this. There is one here. And there's already Photoshops making fun of it. However, I still liked it. This one. Where is it? Here, 1 second. Oh, it's not here. 1 second. This one. And I was like, oh man, this is actually a good photo. I was like, and it's just like me on a blank background, but I'm like, I'm gonna put this somewhere. This is going on the website somewhere, you know? Dude. Oh, Alex. No pressure at all. Okay, let me tuck this in quickly. This one and down there. Okay. Anyways, I was like, this is fabulous. It's like, I've never had a picture of me that actually looked like I didn't feel like I was old. You know? Yeah, dude, you took it. That's what I'm saying. That was so good. It was so good. You took the Sunday off to recharge. Yeah. It's like, you get that, for me at least, you know, you need a minute. But the whole weekend was just wild fun. I was so stoked. Plus, I mean, I got to see, without knowing, I would have guessed. Calvin, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, that was crazy. That was so crazy, right? Mm-hmm. It was like the shadows and like, it looks like it was staged. And I think I was just standing in a hallway or something. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I loved, like I said, meeting everybody was so much fun. Oh gosh, you know what else? So I got to meet Tom from Hype Keyboards. And I swear, I walked up and I walked over to his booth and I'm like, I didn't know who he was. It was kind of like when I met Andy at breakfast, and Andy gave me like this, you know, he gave me this look like, hey Gio, it's me. And I'm looking down the thing like, I I don't know which one you are, but I'm glad you're excited to say hi. Like, I was like, I don't know Andy. Like, I've never seen a picture of this guy. I don't know who this guy is. But then I'm like, you know, he came over. I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Now I'm figuring it out. It was so great to meet Andy. You gave this man like a huge hug. But similarly, like I went over, I met Tom from Hype, and I didn't know who that was either. And he just like was like, Gio, get over here, man. And he gave me like this huge hug. He's like, I appreciate you. I'm like, dude, you know, get out of here, right? It was crazy. It was so crazy, man. I was just like, I was overwhelmed the whole weekend. I was just overwhelmed. It was so cool. Everyone had a great time. It was fabulous. Okay. I don't want to be up till midnight. So let us grab the board. We will do the unboxings. Hype's table looked fire. Dude, he had a bunch of new stuff. New plate materials, back plates. Hang on a sec. Back plates. He had back plates for the Jane and the 910. And I imagine, I don't know anything. You were chatting with him with that Jane plate, right? This is what I'm saying. But I wager if anyone's going in on the new unicorn, two things. Did you guys see the new unicorn? Who's in on the new unicorn? Who's even gonna try? Because that back plate, that's the differentiator, right? You get a new color and the back plate, right? I feel like this is it, but I can't. What are the chances of winning? Small. I would say small. Yeah, exactly. The sparkles, 60 out of 10,000. I don't think you get 60 shots. Okay. Oh my gosh, clackbait. Clackbait will probably be a Keeb Life. Imagine meeting clackbait. I kind of like the storyboard lore, but I can appreciate the simpler unicorn logo. Insty, I kind of feel the same way. I feel like I'm going to give it a shot, but I don't know that I love the back plate. Now, that being said, with a 910 plate and a Jane plate possible, why not a unicorn plate? Then you can just get Hype to make you a new back plate, right? Then it doesn't matter what. Then, in fact, if Hype can make back plates, you can get anything you want on there. Like, you could get a Geo logo on the back of your unicorn, maybe. I'm just saying, that's possible. And now I have to talk to Hype about that. Because I'm like, that would be very arrogant and stupid, but also kind of cool, you know? Get that logo. I know you guys love it, and I love that you love it. I love that you love it. If you love it, you should totally. Actually, if you guys should get that on your keyboard. That would be fabulous. That would be like signing a keyboard. Alex says, I'm gonna try, but will most likely lose again. It's possible. It's possible. I think I also appreciate the simpler unicorn logo, though. If I'm being honest, I think that's basically where I'm at on it as well. However, we shall see. I'm looking through this album. Oh my gosh, you know who else? We met Tofu Types. That man, handsome AF. Do you guys even know? Like, you know, you see him on stream and you're like, he's cute. He's cute. But in real life, just saying. Okay.